Good morning and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. It is Monday the 4th of November 2024. My name's Jenny McCormac. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that is here in the UK. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're watching live, do say hi. It's always lovely to know who's watching with us. If you have any questions or comments as we go along, just pop those in the comments section. If you're watching on replay, whether that is on Facebook or on the uploaded video to YouTube, then a warm welcome to you too. And if you have any questions on the products that I've used or any of the techniques, then just pop those also in the comments section. I do try and catch up with all of the comments. Occasionally they slip through the net, especially on Facebook. YouTube's a bit easier to track. Good morning to you, Caroline, and thank you for joining us. So we have a new stamp set of the week called Snowy Wonder, as you can see here. Fun little set of 17 images and excuse me, 3 sentiment sets. Lovely bold season's greetings, let it snow, and a happy new year. And as you can see from these, you can do lots of different scenes with these. So we've got 2 different sizes of ice-capped mountain, we've got presents, we've got candy canes, we've got a snowman, a cute penguin, we've got 3 different trees, I beg your pardon, some different snowflakes, some holly and berries, and some snow, and then this little cabin here. Good morning, Lynn. Lovely to have you join us. So this is the stamp set. You'll find this in our September to December catalogue. Oh, hi Kerry. Good morning to you, or good evening I should say. So the stamp set has dies that go with it, and the dies cut out all of these main elements as well. And it has some really fun papers. This is our stamp set of the week, and this is also the stamp set and papers that I will be using for our November Christmas class. Perfect with these little snow globes. So these are smaller images of some of the elements similar to the stamp set. Not all necessarily are in the stamp set. This is half a sheet, so you get 12 by 12 sheets. So we've got this one here with the little snow globes. And on the back you've got this lovely snow effect. And then we've got larger snow globes, and these match some of the dies. So watch out in the glass in a box for some fun, obviously shaker cards, that will be one of them, but also die cuts with the snow globes, and you can put different things behind them. Oh, and on the reverse of that is some petal pink snowflakes, really pretty pink and white. And then we have the fun snowmen and the different trees, and a nice sort of hand-drawn sketched plaid. And then we have the fun penguins with earmuffs and the beret, little hats and scarves. And then we have trees on the back of that. And then we have a little scene with the various houses. And then on the reverse of that we have candy canes. And then this is one of my favourite papers actually, which is the holly. And on the reverse of that we've got some stripes. The holly were the ones that I use for our little gift box here. Oh, which has got some thread in it. I use that, it's just so pretty, and it's got no direction to it, which is always good. So for our coffee and card this week we're going to be using the stamp set, and I thought I would team it for the background with falling snow, which is exactly as it says, a snow based stamp, great background stamp. And so what we're going to use, I've got a basic white card, thick. I'm going to add a layer of coloured card, but I haven't decided yet what colour that will be. Morning, Chris. And then we're going to work on this piece, and also going to introduce that lovely tag shape. So what I'm going to do first is stamp this with the background stamp, and I'm just going to ink this up and place the paper on top. Because it's a background stamp, it's not absolutely critical where it is on here. You could leave the bottom bit clear if you wanted to and have it like that. This piece will fit actually the whole of that panel, top to bottom, and it's got more snow at the top and less snow at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is ink that up, I think, in balmy blue, and just ink this up. It's a very pretty little background stamp, very fine detail at the top, like so. And your best bet if you're doing this, especially if you're doing it with a darker colour, is to use a piece of paper to put on the top. Let me grab a spare piece of grid paper, otherwise I will get coated in ink and transfer it everywhere else. Let me just drop this one down. We're going to take a piece of our standard grid paper and just fold it into quarters, and then that will work on top. There's that one and that one. There we go. Now we're armed. So I'm just going to place our piece of card on here, just a little way down from the top, like so. Put the paper on top, so I'm not covering the ink with my hands. Or I should say covering my hands with the ink, really. There we go. Peel that away. And then we've got our really delicate snow. Don't know how much of that you can actually see. Hopefully you can see it a little bit in the light. So that's just going to be our background. Let's clean that one off and put it away. Okay, and now I'm going to work on our little tag. So depending on what you want to put on here, you could stamp a sentiment actually on the bottom. Maybe I will do that. So let's do Season's Greetings. But I think you could also pop it on the bottom here, depending on which character you wanted. So maybe I'll stamp one of each and then we'll see. So perhaps I will use Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight I've got first. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I had a very nice relaxing day on Saturday. I didn't do any work at all. Okay, so this is Season's Greetings. So I'm just going to see what it's like on the bottom of here. There we go. Fits really nicely actually. And I'm going to put it on here as well for the moment. Okay. Right, now we can add our characters. So we've got the snowman here. He's quite a big snowman. So let's pop him on here. So we've got, what colour shall I do him in? I think I could still do him in Misty Moonlight. So there's no real colouring of these images because you're going to stamp in the colour that you want. So you've got these lovely snowflakes, you've got the tree. I guess you could colour this one in, and you've got the penguin feet and the beak and the candy cane, but the rest of them could easily be stamped, and that makes for nice quick cards if it doesn't involve a lot of colouring in. So let's put this little snowman. I knew I've got ink on me somewhere. On the bottom of the tag, like so. And I wonder if, so we could have snowflakes on there. I think he needs a hat, so there is a hat on there. I'm just wondering whether to put a tree on either side of him. We've got like a solid tree. It does look a bit small, doesn't it? Against the snowman. Perhaps I'll just leave him but add the hat. And then just colour in his carrot nose. So I've got black ink pad for that hat. And he probably needs to be at a jaunty angle, doesn't it? Like so. There he is. And maybe we'll add a few of those little snowflakes. So there are 3 different ones. This is a really elegant one. There's the ink, which is matched on the papers as well. This is the middle-sized one. Let's grab a small block for that. And add a few snowflakes. There we go. Okay. And let's do his carrot nose. What have I got? Just a hand. Dark peach pie would be perfect. Like that. Okay. So there's that's the one that I pre-stamped with the season's greetings. And that's going to go on there. I'm going to add a little bit of twine for this. And either Misty Moonlight or Balmy Blue background. If you had some of the smaller characters, then you could have your season's greetings on there. So let's just try out a penguin. Maybe a penguin and a present or something like that. Or a penguin and a tree. Mind you, the size is also a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, let's ink that one up. It's another dull day here again today. Right. So let's put him, I think I'll fit him on there and then have a present either side. Or you could stack the presents up. So there's our penguin. let's add, as we're there, a few little snowflakes. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're well. I'm going to actually switch that to the smaller snowflake. I think this holly is also very cute, I have to say. Right, let's find the small one. You could have lots of fun building some scenes with these for sure. So that's the smaller snowflake. And then I've got the little present. And I might, I was going to stamp it in red, I think. Maybe I'll stamp it in green. I've got garden green here. And don't forget, if you've got a new stamp set, you'll want to stamp out the images first, just to try them out. Oh, it's a bit pale, isn't it? Let me try a different garden green. See if this one's any better. If not, it means I need to refill. That's better. Okay, so let's pop a present here. There we go. Okay, now it's got a gap up here, hasn't it? So I'm going to have to add some more small snowflakes, I've decided. And colour in his beak. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so there's our cute little tag with the penguin. Let's add the beak and his feet. Like so. Okay. So let's get my layers together and then decide. So I'm going to put a layer behind here, which I think I'm going to pick Misty Moonlight, which I happen to have. That's a stroke of luck. I could use Balmy Blue as well. There's a Misty Moonlight. And there's that layer. So with the snow on, hopefully you can see that. And then we've got either our fun little snowman, or obviously I've duplicated the sentiment there, or that one. So I think I'm going to use the snowman for that. And I'm going to add some thread. Now, with this suite, there's this lovely pom-pom ribbon. It's got pom-poms all along the edges. It's very cute, but it's a bit heavy for what I want for this tag. And I don't mean physically heavy, but just the size of it in relation to my tag. So I'm just going to use some twine, which I had just before we started. Here it is. I've got this, which is white, and it might be Balmy Blue, it might be Pool Party, but let's just add a length of that. and then our tag is going to go on with some dimensionals. Let's move those out of the way. Going to double up this thread like so. Like that. Put that through there. So I've got sort of four layers on there. It's nice and thin, so it's not going to add any bulk at all. Trim that off. And the only other thing I might do, if I can see, looking for a balmy blue pen, was just put, I've got I'll dig out the balmy blue, but just to put a little bit of ground on here. Let me just see if it's the hand. Well, this one will do. Light balmy blue. Perfect. And just do a bit of shadow, really. So my snowman is actually sitting on something. They are very cute stamps, aren't they, Kerry? Is it a set that you've got? Okay, so let's just layer these up. Cat hair on there. So this is going on our base card. So our base card is half an A4, scored at 10.5 centimetres. This piece of Misty Moonlight card, that's the colour of the blue, is 10 centimetres by 14.35. And then our background card that we stamped is 9.5 by 13.85. So that's our layer onto there. So with the snow, you could do it in a light blue, you could do it in a light grey as well. That would work. And then we've got our little snowman. You could do the whole thing if you wanted to at a bit of an angle. So you could stamp the snowman at an angle and have the tag straight, or vice versa. And I think one more thing I'm going to do is find a blending brush and just blend around the edges to make them stand out a little bit more. Because I'm doing white on white. Let's see, I've got a blue one here. I know, they're just so useful, aren't they? And that's such a lovely tag die, that one. So let's ink that up with a bit of balmy blue. So Kerry bought, hi Annabelle, Kerry bought the decorative tree bundle. That is really nice, I have to say. And the one in the online exclusives. Oh, is that the gold and green one? Green and gold. That's the one I've just used for our class, actually, for October. This is going to be our stamp set of the week. So if you order the stamp set through me during this week, then you will get all of these components for the cards that I make live. Oh, and the reindeer, yeah, the reindeer's cute too. Actually, thinking about it, I haven't used the reindeer stamp set yet. I didn't buy the dies, just the stamps this time. So, just using a little bit of that balmy blue. You can see how that stands out a little bit more compared to that. But I am going to make it a little bit darker. And make your life easier, do this before you add the little bit of string at the top, or ribbon, or whatever you want to use. You could also use the background stamp on here, but you might need to mask off, especially your snowman, because the snowman obviously has got no stamp in the middle. You don't want the snow going through him. There we go. Hi Fran, good morning to you. There we go. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to do this one. Might as well. And just add, I'm going to add a little bit more blue to this. I have a feeling I might need to re-ink my balmy blue ink pads. They get used a lot for sky with the blending brush, and of course that does use it up quite a bit. Oh, Kerry says the reindeer dies are cute. They are cute actually, which is why she bought the bundle. There we go. Just add a little bit more. There we are. Right, I am going to just stamp a snowflake here going off, because it does look a little bit forced when they don't go off the edge, and I'm going to do the same here. Fill in with our little one. Okay, there we are. So 2 cute little tags. And then it's going to go onto there with dimensionals. So those are layered up, pop dimensionals on the back of here, and we're done. So you could stamp a whole load of backgrounds, especially if you had a stamper artist to help you. Just stamp literally a dozen or so. And then cut out some tags if you've got a tag die, or you could use a rectangle punch a hole, or you could use a tag topper punch if you've still got one, or a tag punch if you have one. Okay, am I going to do him jaunty? Yes, I am. Okay, there he is. So there's one. And then this one, have I got a background? Oh, I have. I have got a plain background here. That's a stroke of luck. So he could go on to there. Let's do that quickly. And then you could add your character on the inside of your card, plus the sentiment, and also pop that on the envelope as well. So there's that. There it is, right in front of me. Drop some of that. Fold it in half, and half again if you wish. Just trim that off. Pop that through there. So the large background stamp I used is called Falling Snow, and then the stamp set is called Snowy Wonder, but if you've got an older snow stamp or a snow embossing folder, that would also work. Just going to pop some foam pads on the back. So tomorrow, the 5th of November, we have some new kits being released and also our new online exclusives. So watch out for details of those online tomorrow. Shall I do that one straight? There we go. I'll have one straight as it's got a sentiment on it. And let's pop that on a card. And then I'll just stamp that little penguin on the inside. So nice and cute, very sweet. I thought for a minute I've got the wrong size then. So one penguin. And we're done. Going to go inside here like that with a couple of snowflakes, and that's it. We're done and dusted for today. So this is what we're doing at Coffee and Card this afternoon in Toaster, and tomorrow in Brackley, and Friday in Brackley. So if you're local to me, I hope you're able to join me. I will be here live on Wednesday morning for our kit catch up. I will be releasing details obviously of our new products tomorrow, and I will be live again on Thursday with some more cards with this design. This stamp set I should say, and I'll be introducing the fabulous dies that go with it, including the I can't think of the word, the ones that cut out the domes, whatever those are called. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked them. Thanks Fran, thanks Kerry, Annabelle if you're still watching, and Lynn, and Caroline, and Chris, and Lisa, and anybody else who's watching who I don't know, because it only comes up with names of people that I know or are signed in to Facebook. So fun little cards. These will be our stamp set of the week, Snowy Wonder. You can find it in the autumn winter catalogue, so September to December, and I want to say it's £19. Let's say it's £19. Snowy Wonder. Have fun with that, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Bye for now.